Ukrainian troops reportedly cornered and destroyed a small unit of the Russian 810th Naval Infantry Brigade on the northern border of Ukraine's 250-square-mile salient in Kursk Oblast, western Russia. It is the latest setback for one of the main units in Russia's 8-day counteroffensive in the region. Anticipating that U.S. President-elect Donald Trump will lean on Ukraine to agree to an armistice that freezes the front line in place, Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered his soldiers to withdraw Ukrainian troops from Kursk before Trump's January inauguration. There are weeks of hard fighting ahead. But so far, the Russians have advanced just a few hundred yards while losing more than 100 vehicles and potentially thousands of troops killed and wounded. The 810th Naval Infantry Brigade, which has 2,000 soldiers and is supported by thousands of North Korean reinforcements, may sustain the most damage. One Russian blogger said the 810th Brigade is currently bleeding. It is used on impromptu attacks against the tenacious resistance of the Ukrainian 95th Air Assault Brigade every day. The 810th Naval Infantry Brigade suffered severe losses during the first 2 days of attacks on November 7th and 8th, which also exposed serious problems in the brigade's chain of command that have led to its devastating losses. According to Russian blogger Romanov, the brigade's officers informed the Russian General Staff that the roads around the village of Pogrebki, on the front lines just north of the Kursk salient, were free of Ukrainian mines. Romanov explained that after obtaining this information, the General Staff issued an order to storm the settlement. The roadways were not free of mines. The 810th Naval Infantry Brigade's brand new BTR-82 wheeled assault vehicles erupted like firecrackers. The vehicles that made it through encountered a wall of Ukrainian artillery, missiles, drones, and tank fire. According to the 95th Air Assault Brigade, during those initial 2 days, it and nearby units killed 100 Russian Marines and destroyed 36 Russian vehicles. Instead of taking lessons from that catastrophic event, the 810th Naval Infantry Brigade persisted in deploying soldiers on futile attacks. According to Romanov, the command of the 810th Brigade has made purposeful misinformation to the General Staff a regular occurrence. An M2 Bradley fighting vehicle from the Ukrainian 47th Mechanized Brigade shot up Russian BTR-82s in Orlovka, just south of Pogrebki, on Thursday. The same day, the 95th Air Assault Brigade counterattacked in the area and captured some Russian Marines. Nobody knows exactly what Trump will do or try to do once he takes office on January 20th. His cabinet nominees are an odd mix: a television star with limited combat experience for defense secretary and a prominent conspiracy theorist for intelligence director. The still-forming Trump administration may suffer deep dysfunction. It is unclear how that would influence the conflict in Ukraine. According to Tatarigami, the creator of the Ukrainian Frontelligence Insight Study Organization, however, one thing is evident. Tatarigami remarked that anyone who believes Ukrainians would just give up hasn't been listening. It aids Ukraine's persistent resistance that at least one significant Russian unit is fighting blindly due to poor intelligence and worse commands.